mayor's coming back from Puna right now. He'll be a few minutes late, so I thought we'd at least start on time. You know, this is the mayor's 40-something meeting since he's been elected, going around each island, around the island, a lot of different communities, you know, tell them what we've been doing. And it's just, I always say that I always thank Mayor Billy Kenoi for giving me an opportunity in Parks and Recreation for stepping up and trying to make a difference. You know, there were 3 different times he asked me to take this job, and I told him no. Actually, the 3rd time I told him yes because, you know, I wanted to see what we could do to make a difference. And I think the mayor's message from the beginning has been, together we can. And the best part about this job has always been about community groups like you guys coming out because you care. And that's from when we go up to Hawaii, we go to Kona, we go to Kalakakua. People that come out, you're here because you care. You care about what your government does. You care about what your administration does. And our whole message all along is we're here, and all the department heads is because we want to listen to you as a community. And it's just a big, you know, mahalo to you for showing up here tonight. As I'll go around the room, and I'd like to thank Councilman Bloss for being here and recognizing Councilman Bloss and all that he's doing. And thank the community group that put this on. You know, it's always great. We can come to different communities and listen, you know, and kind of give an update where we're at as our county government, what we're doing for you. So at this time, I'd like to go around the room and introduce all our department heads and deputies, and I'll have them introduce themselves, a quick little brief. First of all, I will introduce the first one that's been a big help to me since I warmed relationship. The mayor told me I would find somebody very connected to help me with Parks and Recreation. One was my assistant, Natalie Santos, who's not here, and my second is Clayton Hunma, my deputy, and I really appreciate all the work and hard work you've done for Parks and Recreation. After him, I'm going to go around the room and everybody's going to introduce themselves. So,
I'm Ren Victorino, the Deputy Fire Chief.
I'm Sharon Choriano with Human Resources, Deputy Director.
Keith Okamoto, Deputy Water Supply.
Antonio, Manager, Water Supply.
I'm Charmaine Shigimura. I'm the Executive Assistant to the Mayor.
Lincoln Ashida, Corporation Counsel.
Tom Brown with the County Transit Agency.
Managing Director.
Alan Parker, Office of Aging.
Brandon Gonzalez, Deputy for Department of Public Works.
Office of Housing and Community Development.
Carol Takaste, Director of Liquor Control.
Ben Fuat, the Hawaii County Civil Defense.
Acting Director, Environmental Management.
Hunter Bishop, Deputy Director, Environmental Management.
Bobby Lee Todd, Director of Planning Department.
Eric Kubachuri, Police Chief.
Mitch Ross, Deputy Prosecuting Attorney.
Anybody else representing?
Tom Brown.
Okay. We got all
Missing Tom Brown.
No, Tom Brown.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And probably the newest member is our civil defense. Our newest member is civil defense. You know, as one of the old story goes, you always used to hear the guy in the voice as being Harry Kim giving an announcement, and that's going to be up to Ben now. We want to hear your voice now. Soothe everybody when we have something coming. But he's going to be up next. But one of the other things that each department will go until the mayor gets here is remember as you hear all these different departments, they came here for you guys. And when the mayor talks and we ask questions and answers, nobody's going to be leaving until your questions are answered or we address them and see what we can do. I mean, that's been the motto since day one, and that's what we'll continue to do, is come here. The other thing that I would like to say is that for ourselves, we went around when we said this year, and my message for Parks and Recreation was the first year I had a motto, the second year I had Believe, the third year I had La Lima. I always came up as an old football coach as a message that you're going to give to your department. Last year it was La Lima. We all worked together in different departments and within ourselves, within our elderly, within our recreation, that we get things together, building relationships with communities and with our different departments. And that's one thing I can say about all the other guys in the room that are directors, that we do communicate. We do work very, very well. One of the biggest honors that I compliment the mayor on is to be able to put us in a position where we do communicate. It's not your department and my department, it's our government, our department. And that's one thing that I think has been, work with Warren Lee, with Brendan, with police, with fire, with the public defender, with the prosecution, but all those different areas working together to make this a better place. And under Parks and Recreation, I said this last message for us was to finish the projects that we have out there. As far as I'm concerned this year, the whole fire station, I know I'll probably get that asked, the programs that we put in place, the different little things, the ADA project. And with Parks and Recreation, when we came and said we're going to come around, the mayor asked every department to go around and make a poster board to kind of share with community groups of either what we did or what you're most proud of. And first I'll take the lead and I'll go to another department. With Parks and Recreation, we came up, one of the biggest things I'm proud of is that when you're looking at community groups like yourself and around the island and saying yes, sit down and say how can, not no can, like the mayor's message was. And one of the biggest things is to go around and really get a lot of things done because of people like you around the island that care about their community. So our poster board was yes in one direction. One is youth. Take care of youth sports, bringing in volleyball clinics, basketball clinics, football clinics, summer fun activities, and nothing is. And in the budget that the mayor will talk about later, nothing's cut for our keikis or our kupunas. And that's one thing that's there is our youth is very proud of what we've done in all different areas with our youth. The second, which is the most best part of this whole job that I didn't know came with it, was our Kapuna program. Our EAD program, going into off islands to meet the other Park and Recreation directors, a couple of times I've been to the mainland, throughout this island is outstanding. I mean, I think it rates top 5 across the country, what our elderly staff does between the Meals on Wheels, our senior softball program, all these different classes that we do. And we got a big baby boomer group coming up right now. They're all my age right now, since I qualified. And the elderly, that group, they just give all. That was the first thing that I saw 4 years ago when we came, that they were La Lima. They did work together. And it's a matter of getting that mentality level across to all the department heads and across our staff. But our elderly, our activities, our Kapunas, like I said, our state softball tournament we had, the hula festival that they have over in Kona, and then every day have activities. And I know there's a lot of people here that participate, and I know we can do more, and we are going to do more. But that's just a big, warm, heartfelt dealing with the elderly. And then the other is the support. When I talked about the support of our projects, from the Lions Club, the community groups, building different things at the zoo, community playgrounds, beach cleanups. I mean, incredible. So, I've just been very fortunate that, we all go through Parks and Recreation. When I first said, I think I said the first year of going back to our goals, I said Puna. Puna was, everybody's going to have fun. Everybody's going to have use. and dreams. Parks and Recreation builds dreams. And then it's affordable. What can we afford to do? Well, we couldn't afford much the last 3 or 4 years, as the mayor will talk about later. You know, we've got less revenues each year as we've gone along. But we made up with it with guys like yourself, you know, coming forward and helping Parks and Recreation. We've actually grown. Our numbers have grown. Our facilities have grown. We have more programs. And it's not because of, you know, things that we've done. It's because community groups coming forward. So, you know, appreciate our doors. Clay and I's door is always open for community ideas and involvement, the partnership, and say yes and say how it can. So, you know, the other thing, as I said, the second year was believe. You know, believe in your kua first. Believe in the person you see in the mirror every day. So believe in what we're trying to do as a government, and then believe that things are going to get better, and believe that we have a future together for this island, for our kids. So, and then, like I said, the third one is La Lima, and now this year is finished what we started out and all those commitments we made. So, and I'm just really proud to have Clay with me. Clay, you have anything to add to that for Parks and Recreation?
Oh, no, I think you said it pretty well, Bob.
Okay.
Because we got plenty out here in Pahoa that's going on, you know, and oh yeah, and if you guys have any questions for us, you know,
Question for Parks and Rec?
We really
I'll
need
take
a community garden. We need support from you. We can divide the food up properly. We won't be animals and we won't fight over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room.
Okay. As far as, you know, we've talked a lot about the junior seniors and the senior seniors. And
Am I a junior or am I a...
I don't know how old are you? Tell the truth. I mean, the main thing
I qualify for
is
senior softball.
for you guys to understand all this time, before you took this job, everybody was supposed to drive to Kayao or to Hilo, and we can't afford to do that, and we know slowly but surely, maybe in another 6 months or 8 months, after waiting 2 years, that we may have the senior center here, but we want to have the same number of activities that goes on in Hilo. And really, you need to give that to every district on this island. And don't expect people anymore to be able to come to you in Hilo, because this is unrealistic and it's unfair.
And I agree, and I think you
better.
And I think to put the satellite offices out there, you know, is a goal, but everybody that you just talked about to come to Hilo is here tonight, and I just want to make sure that's what the administration's all about. We'll come to you if you can't come to us.
Well, then you help us write grants. You show us how to write these block grants so we can get the money for our communities. Don't make a new bottle and put old wine in it, okay?
And I agree.
Thank
And
you.
I like the one person we didn't, that I didn't mention in my department that covers exactly what Toby just said, is Jason Armstrong back there. That is his title. Besides being PR, one of the reasons we brought Jason on board is to help community groups
So
write
he's going to
grants.
help find these grants.
He'll help find them. You can hear yes back there, Jason.
Jason,
Absolutely.
Guess what? Guess what?
And if you find them, he could probably help you write them.
Yeah, because older people need jobs too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, older people need that kind of support too.
Absolutely. Well, that's one of the things we added in the Parks and Recreation was that, because I agree with you. For one of us to make that commitment, that is Jason's assignment, and being with the newspaper reporter.
Every time we find money to have a teacher to teach a class out here, you've given somebody a job and supported them in this economic whatever this thing is that we're trying to live through.
Okay, so we will take the name from you.
Please, Toby.
Okay, I'll stop.
Thank you.
For the longest time, that slope out there between the staircase and right out here, between the staircase and the fence to the aquatic center, has been denuded and it's just bare and ugly. And Malama Puna would like very much to landscape it for you. We have the volunteers and we have the plants, and we would like to landscape it for you with native plants. And if anyone objects, please let me know. And if anybody wants to help, please let me know. But I sent you an email about that, and I haven't heard back from you.
How long ago was that?
A couple weeks ago. I asked you to put it on your agenda for the next time you came to a town meeting and follow up.
Well, I apologize, but I'll get, all we need to do is do a Friends of the Park agreement and look at the.
They have one already, I think you just gotta add one.
Add one? Okay. We'll follow up on that. Jason, you got that? Thank you.
It's real doable.
See, I got a secretary now, so I'm happy. I don't have to take notes.